Michael Jackson, a universally acclaimed performer, was a famous figure in the music industry known as the King of Pop. His imaginative dance moves, unmatched vocal gifts, and unfathomable inventiveness enamored crowds around the world. With a profession spreading over few decades, Jackson's commitment to music, style, and charity made a permanent imprint on mainstream society, making him one of the most persuasive and cherished craftsmen ever. 1. Michael Joseph Jackson was brought into the world on August 29, 1958, in Indiana. His dad, Joseph Jackson, was a fighter, steel worker, and a guitarist, and to accommodate his family, he functioned as a crane administrator. His mom, Catherine, was a faithful Jehovah's observer who worked part time at a departmental store. He had a major family with three sisters and five brothers. In 1965, Michael's dad made a band called Jackson Brothers. He felt that his youngsters were exceptionally skilled. In 1964, thus, Michael joined his siblings who had framed a band by the name Jackson's Brothers. At the time when he and his other siblings, Marlon, participated, it was renamed the Jackson Five. It was acknowledged by the family that Michael was exceptionally capable in singing and moving. In this way, simply at the age of 5, Jackson's vocation or profession started, and when he was 8 years of age, he was the lead entertainer close by his more established sibling Germany. 2. Michael Jackson's experience vitiligo yet embraced it. In opposition to normal conviction, Jackson did not deliberately change his skin since he loathed being dark. He experienced vitiligo, a skin condition portrayed by depigmentation of the skin happening in patches. At the point when he began changing, the media's hypothesis that he needed to look like white impacted his psychological well-being. Number 3. Jackson was a donor. Michael Jackson was viewed as a productive donor and compassionate person. His initial work was portrayed by the narrative of charity as something that cleared way for the ongoing flood in VIP magnanimity. It is asserted that he gave more than $500 million to noble cause all through his life. He was even received the Guinness World Records for the burden of his magnificent work. Quite a bit of what he gave is anyway not known, since he frequently gave namelessly. In 1992, likewise, he laid out the recuperate the world establishment, to which he gave a few million bucks in income from his visits. In 1992 also, he established the Heal the World Foundation, to which he donated several million dollars in revenue from his tours. He got seriously harmed or injured while recording a track for them. It caused burn on his face and scalp. At the point when his wounds were getting tended, he started exploring different avenues regarding plastic medical procedures or plastic surgeries. Number 4. In 1990, Jackson was also perceived as Artist of the Decade by President George Bush. On May 1, 1992, after 2 years, President Hatch again gave Jackson an honor, recognizing him as a Point of Light ambassador. Michael got that honor in acknowledgement for his demonstration of welcoming hindered youngster to his Neverland farm. Michael Jackson was the main performer to get this honor. Number 5. Michael Jackson's first marriage with Elvis Presley, girls Lisa Marie Presley, in 1994 went on for just 90 months. Afterwards, he had his second marriage in 1996 with Deborah Jean Rowe and had 2 children, a child named Michael Joseph Jackson Jr., and little girl named Paris Michael Catherine Jackson. This marriage additionally finished in 1999. No one denied the importance of life. Michael Jackson also wanted to live a long life. He wanted to live for 150 years. For this, he involved a team of clinical doctors. 6. In August 1993, a 13-year-old kid named Jody Chandler blamed Michael Jackson for physically attacking him. The kid said that Jackson had attacked him more than once, north of a 5-month time span. He likewise said that Jackson bathed with him, gave him gifts, and shared bed with him. Afterward, Jackson needed to pay roughly $25 million to settle this dispute. 7. Michael Jackson's title as the King of Pop was given to him by entertainer Elizabeth Taylor. In the last part of 1990s, comics were common and people read these comics. Michael Jackson also wanted these comics and he wanted to be the Spider-Man or perform the character of the Spider-Man in some show. He expressed that he had planned to assume the part of Spider-Man. Many fans and creation leads were emphatically against it. 8. Michael Jackson was 50 years of age when he passed, which might appear to be youthful. However, when you watch the video of him rehearsing for his visit, which would begin later in 2009, it is not difficult to see that the artist was not so great. He was a victim of declining health and he was quite lean. Despite the fact that he had forever been thin, he was by all accounts much skinnier than ever, perspiring and breathing with trouble at even the least difficult dance moves. Accordingly, it ought to shock no one that the vocalist passed on from heart failure. Match this with the way that he was recommended drugs that were at exceedingly high of a dose for him, and you have the ideal mix for unexpected passing. The medication found in the singer's body when he kicked the bucket were many drugs that were found in his body. In the event that this sounds like a great deal of medication, this is on the grounds it is said that he died because of the dosage of these drugs. 9. Jackson's girl, her daughter, was quite worried about the death of her father. She claimed that her father was killed because he was given a high dosage of drugs that was not necessary for the health of the singer. So she claimed that her father was killed by the physician who gave him the extra dose or the high dose of medication that was not needed.